All right, here we are live at MLB 2019 Road to the Show. Sponsored today by Red Bull Pink Edition. It tastes really good, actually. Go to the store, and we're gonna go. And this is episode 10.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, it's the first of four between the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre RailRiders and the Syracuse Mets. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Angel Zavala, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft, you can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage. Play ball. Defense.
At the plate, Rob Richardson, runner in scoring position with two gone.
Rob Richardson.
Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, I hope these guys were listening today during the hitters meeting because they have not been swinging at bats well. They only scored 1 run in the loss yesterday, and somewhere along.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Hey, nice way to start a new series, Giro. The thing you want to do is try to score early. It's always nice to win the first game of a series.
Yeah, they're coming out swinging right here, trying to set the tone and let everybody breathe a deep sigh of relief. Hopefully get this first game under our belt.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. Striding in, Rob Richardson. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. A shot down the first baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1.
What are you
Been
doing?
in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Great pitch right there. As a pitcher, you don't want hitters to get too comfortable in that batter's box. That pitch in, now might set up some pitch outside.
Cortez on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first. Now in the box, Rob Richardson. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Richardson.
Wait for your pitch up there.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over.
Hey, meet you right here.
Into the box, Rob Richardson.
Shortstop.
Here comes the first pitch.
Richardson.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime
Now
soon.
batting. Catcher.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Bo Costello. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. And he missed with it, ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second. So Dick.
Done burn out.
In now, Henry Allard, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here it comes on 0-2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it.
I expect this series to be a battle. So to take the first game at home, it's definitely the way you want to start it out. Give that home crowd a reason to come back tomorrow for what will hopefully be another solid performance.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Scranton Wilkes-Barre RailRiders and the Syracuse Mets. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Corey Oswalt will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
So striding forward now, Rob Richardson, who drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. From the stretch, this one smoked the other way, high and deep to left, and that's off the left field wall. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Coming to the plate now, Henry Allard, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. The 1-1 pitch. Slow little roller to third. Davis grabs it cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Dero, what you got on this lineup tonight?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Down at the plate, Rob Richardson, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Richardson.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will get all the way to the wall now. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
He was not messing around in that at-bat, looking for a first pitch fastball all the way, and that's exactly what he got. Nice job to rip it down the line and drive it and run at the same time. He'll feel good about that one.
Come on, big guy, one time. Here you go.
Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Now at the plate, Rob Richardson. He's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up.
Richardson.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Chang is a guy that you'll notice attacks hitters with a high-velocity slider. Not the old sweeper. He really fires it in there and snaps off big numbers. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Seda is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Striding in once again, Rob Richardson. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Aiken is there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Leading off the inning, Rob Richardson, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Richardson.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the ninth.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the ninth. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive. And you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a 1-run lead.
So striding in, Henry Aller.
The third baseman, Henry Aller.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away. Runner at second, 1 away, and that'll bring up the outfielder Glenn Frazier. Richardson, the runner at second with 1 away. And a fastball, look it right by him, and they're 2 down. Digging in, Oscar Urbina. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Oscar Urbina.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch hit in the air to left field. Aiken has a beat on it, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man. This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. The Scranton Wilkes-Barre RailRiders jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious RailRiders, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors.
AAA baseball for you now on the show as we present coverage from the International League. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Scranton Wilkes-Barre RailRiders and the Syracuse Mets. It's baseball. It's the show. And so coming to the plate, Rob Richardson, and he'll be one to watch out for in this one. Very good numbers in recent games.
Richardson.
A swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, D-Row, this is not the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far.
Well, the play's been made, and that retired the side. Striding into the box, Rob Richardson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a swing and miss as they start him out on the pitch well inside for strike 1.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Count now a ball and a strike.
This is obviously a heated rivalry between these 2 teams. How much of that message is the same as Montreal being able to be physical? You guys know each other really well. How much of that going into game 1 is rest of being even keeled and still playing that physical edge? Yeah, I think that's
back up. Oh, no, that got him. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it, it looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Digging in now, Rob Richardson.
Scranton Wilkes-Barre.
Now here's the pitch. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Ibarra is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Rob Richardson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. And this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle. If you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Bo Costello. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th.
Yeah, right shot, right place. Here we go.
Now a move over to first. The tag, and he is out.
So much for that leadoff single. That was a good move and a pretty quick tag by the first baseman, and it's like the hit never even happened. You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. Scranton Wilkes-Barre took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Willie Guerrero earns win number 4 on the season. Drew Gagnon was unable to work out of the second inning as he battled with the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plezak and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
11 hits, no errors. They left the patient on base.
Sometimes on this Friday night, we're just as happy with it's huge for the team. We definitely go off it for sure.
Time for baseball of the AAA variety as the show brings you coverage from the International League. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Scranton Wilkes. Brian Cahill gets handed the ball for the 4th and final game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Called strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now. Cahill has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself.
We're down to just 8 teams left in playoffs, and the only other game tonight is out west in Vegas as they go.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hard on the ground towards short. The throw pulls him off the bag.
And that play is indicative of how their entire season has gone so far. They make the routine plays difficult, and if there's a tough play, they really struggle with it. They need to tighten up their fundamentals so they can get back on track.
Coming to the plate now, Bo Costello, and he should give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. This is on the ground over to first, and that is into right field. The base hit. He'll come home with it. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, after scoring a boatload yesterday, D-Roll, they're off to a fast start again, striking here in the first inning.
Yeah, this offense is on fire. Obviously, the hitting meeting resonated with these guys. Scored a ton yesterday and picked up right where they left off.
That's in there. Base hit. Richardson isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. The tag, and he's out at the plate. So 1 run on 3 hits. Standing in, Rob Richardson, 0 for 1 here in the early going. A little tardy there, no balls and a strike.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Now here it comes. And he popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
So stepping in, Bo Costello. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Richardson on at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Digging in, Henry Allard.
Henry Allard.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Kyer makes the catch, and now they might be able to double them off at first. On to first to double play. Digging in and looking for more, Rob Richardson. He singled his last time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning. That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball, but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Into the box now, Rob Richardson.
Shortstop. Rob Richardson.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Into right field, that's a base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Roll, he's been locked in from day one of the season. That's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
And a dive, but he's back in there.
Hey, let's stand up there, huh?
He pulls this one into right, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team, it doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do.
Standing on the right side, got his first taste of this year's postseason in Game 5 against Montreal after being out for 3.5 weeks. Then Tao is in center without a goal in the first round. Having assisted Game 4 and ran a new game. Outstanding finish to his series. 2 goals in Game 4, goal in Game 5, 3 goals in the first round against Montreal after his 9 in regular season. New game starting on the left wing. Rasmus Sandin. And Matt Lloyd will start on defense for Carolina. They will go with Jordan Staal, the veteran down the middle. Just 13 goals in 75 games this year to not register a point in the first round against New Jersey. Jordan Martin, a goal in 5 games against the Devils, is on the left side. And Seth Jarvis, got a goal against the Capitals, April 2nd in Raleigh. And 2 goals in round 1 against New Jersey. He starts on the right side. Former Capital Dimitri Orlov won a cup. And the Capitals sweater 7 years ago. He starts alongside Jalen Chatfield, the pride of Ypsilanti, Michigan. They're lined up here. The crowd is juiced and ready. It's been a week. Caps are ready to get back to Stanley Cup playoff action and looking to get an early lead in this best of 7. Second round matchup. We drop the puck next. Here in the nation's capital. You're listening to the 2025 Stanley Cup playoffs on the Capitals Radio Network, driven by Kia. Caesar Sportsbook is the official sports betting partner of the Washington Capitals. Download the app if you haven't already, and you can bet all the action right from your seat. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Washington, D.C. Know when to stop before you start. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or text 800-426. OLG Class A licensed operator.
In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke. That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over.
The right fielder.
Stepping in, Clint Frazier, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Weekly hit to third. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. Digging in once again, Rob Richardson. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. From the stretch, here's the pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. Now batting, Rob Richardson. Here's the first pitch to him. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, Devo, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage. You know, Dero, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Now at the plate, Bo Costello. He tried to build on an already great game. He's 3 for 5 so far in this one. The 1-2. Runners on the move to second. On the ground to the left side. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Henry Allers will try to follow up the record on his last at-bat with another big right here. Hit hard on the ground at first. And they'll take this one back for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Into the box now, Clint Frazier. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. The 1-2. The runner's breaking from home. Davis has got it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. 14-10. The final posting in this one. The RailRiders put up a 15-run attack on the scoreboard.
Part of an offensive switch, depending on how things go here. Just getting his feet wet at game 5 against Montreal here tonight in game 1. A shot at 10 for Cousins there. And near the right point, which flex off the game. And Bucket just reflected out of the zone. That's been Sean Walker, a teammate of that voice in Los Angeles.
All right, people, let's end your peace later. Have a good one. Bye.